I haven't done one of these morning routine videos in forever, so I thought it was about time I give you an updated morning routine. So I wake up and the first thing I do is brush my teeth. Now, the reason I'm mentioning this, you're probably like, okay, well done, Niomi. The reason I'm mentioning this is because in the UK, we do a different kind of routine to in America. And I've actually, in the past, 5 years or something, many years, I've switched over to the American process. So in the UK, normally what we do is we wake up, or this is what I used to do anyway, wake up and you'd have breakfast first, then you'd brush your teeth. And I actually think this was from a morning routine years and years ago. All of my American audience were like, why don't you brush your teeth before eating? And then there was this whole debate in the comment section about which one comes first. And it made complete sense to me. I was like, I actually can't believe that I even considered eating and drinking water, having slept for 8 hours before brushing teeth. So that was the catalyst for change for me. So first thing I do is always brush my teeth. And I've been using just the quite standard, I think, Oral-B toothbrush. And I used to have the really new, bougie, fancy toothbrush, the latest one. And hate to say it, I reverted back to the original, which is more basic. It doesn't have all of the fancy settings and everything, but I actually prefer this one. And it's half the price as well. And I got it half price even then in Boots. And I was like, this is an absolute bargain because in my opinion, this is so much better. They're not gonna like me saying this, but I think the original one is better than the new bougie one. Anyway, so that's the toothbrush I've been using. And then also something that I adopted maybe around the same time, 5 years ago? No, actually less. Since I went to India, I think. Oh, the sun is gorgeous and bright. Hello, sunshine. Make the most of it. Absorb all of that light while it lasts. Something that I adopted I might just sit here and enjoy it. Something I adopted, I think when I was in India or maybe when I came back, was a tongue scraper. Now, I did consider, do I show me doing this? But no, that is really gross. So I'm not going to show you how I scrape my tongue. But I know in the West, some of our toothbrushes have tongue scrapers on the back. They are not the same. You don't even need to invest. They're so cheap. You can buy these on Amazon. I bought mine from an Ayurvedic clinic here in London, but I think they're £5 or something. And you just scrape your tongue a couple of times and that's it, after every time you brush your teeth, morning and night. And now it's become just an extension of me brushing my teeth. I cannot imagine not doing it. And there was a time when I went on a trip and I forgot my tongue scraper and it just felt really weird. I wasn't brushing my teeth at all. So highly recommend getting a tongue scraper. Now, I have been getting a lot of questions about my hair recently. Honestly, this is the lowest maintenance I have been in my whole life with my hair. Well, maybe not my whole life. I'm sure when I was a kid, when my mum did my hair, that was probably the lowest maintenance I've been. But I don't use any heat on my hair recently. And this is very much a Bali thing, I would say. When I was in Bali, my hair got really tangled because of all the humidity. It was really hot. It's hot and sweaty, so you don't really want your hair down. So I would just get into the habit of putting my hair in 2 braids, just 2 little plaits either side, and I'd sleep in them like that at night. Honestly, my hair has felt like it's in the best condition it has been in for a long time, and I dye it blonde. So for it to be smooth, silky, healthy like this when it's blonde and dyed is quite for me an achievement. So every single night, I'll have to do a nighttime routine as well, but every night I put my hair in 2 plaits, even now that I'm back in London. And in the morning I just take them out, brush them through. I have this Manta brush. I love this. I've had it for so long, it's actually broken. This used to be a little mirror, but I love this brush. And literally just brush through those curls, and it just gives it a real natural looking wave. And then I have been loving this Persian Reed Wonder Balm, and it's called a hair primer. I actually didn't know it was a hair primer. Does that mean it's meant to be before you put heat on it? I don't do that. I literally just use 1 pump, that's enough, because I did make the mistake of doing like 2 or 3 pumps and it made my hair look really greasy. So 1 pump is enough, it goes a long way. And just put it through the ends and it just smooths it all out, makes it look more natural. Of course, like you can see a little bit here, like where I've just had it in a braid, but I actually don't mind. It's kind of like a 90s vibe and I'm here for it. I like it. Then for my skin, I have gone back. Who remembers? I used to absolutely love this years ago. Then I got out of the habit of using it and I went back into Space NK recently, and I was looking for because I double cleanse, so I was looking for a second part of my double cleanse that is more of a face wash. And of course they recommended this. I was like, I used to be a huge fan of this. I'm really excited to go back and I love it. I don't know why I stopped using this. I use I can't even talk about it anymore, but like my Smart Skin Golden Jelly Cleanser, I still use that. And then this is what I use as my second cleanse. And it is somewhere between a cleanser and a face wash. And I really like that because it just removes, it makes your skin feel super, super clean. I'm loving this sunshine. It's giving me a glow. So that's what I use in the morning and the evening. Then, now this one I've already spoken about. I am loving the Zellen's mist. This is the balancing mist. It is on the pricey side, I'm not going to lie. I will look into like a more drugstore dupe for this, but it's balancing. So I discovered this when I was I was having a facial and they use this at the end. And because I do have quite oily skin, I do get breakouts, hormonal breakouts around my chin, around here. They were like, this will really help, especially because of the water here in London. And I actually think most places, it's obviously not the most pure water from the tap. So when you're showering, your skin is absorbing all of those like chemicals that are in the water, and this just helps purify and balance it back out. So I just use this after every single time that I wash my face, whether that's in the shower or just using my cleansers. So I really, really, really recommend this. I love it. I'm loving this so much. Okay, this little lip balm, I'm obsessed, and I have had this for weirdly long time, and it is like running low, but honestly it has been running low for like a year. It just keeps on giving. Like, it's amazing. I just love this. It's by Biossance and it's their vegan lip balm with rose, and it's really nourishing. I use this morning and night. I thought I was going to have to buy a new one a long time ago, but honestly, like, I don't know how there's still stuff in there, but yeah, I'm going with it. It's amazing. It's really moisturizing, especially this time of year throughout the winter when it's cold outside and we've got the central heating on the inside. I just, keeps my lips nice and nourished and smooth. So the reason I've kind of like broken up this morning routine, because that was like the beginning part when I first wake up. That's what I do in the morning. Then I go to yoga. So I do an hour and a half of yoga. You were probably like thinking, well, where's like the moisturizer and everything like that? Because my yoga is literally around the corner, I didn't feel the need, and I don't feel the need every morning to do any kind of like proper skincare routine, because yoga is quite sweaty and I really don't like when you're sweating and you can feel like the moisturizer kind of like slipping around on your face. And that's actually when I can get congested. So I keep my skin completely clear. The only thing that ends up being on my skin is the balancing mist, but that absorbs, and that's not really like a product. It's more like a water. So for me, I don't like exercising, even if it's just yoga. I don't like having product on my skin. So I do my yoga and I come back, and now it's time for my skincare routine. So I do end up using this again in the shower, just to again cleanse the skin, and the balancing mist afterwards. And now we're ready for the next part. It is in like 2 phases, I suppose, my routine. The Ilia brightening, what's it called? No, the Bright Start Activated Eye Cream. I adore this. I'm running super, super low, and it has actually lasted me a good time, but I'm going to have to squeeze out the last amount, and I wanted to save it to show in this video, because I have been really, oh, come on. Yes, there we go. I have been loving this. I think it has a little bit of like shimmer or something in there, because it honestly brightens up the eye area. I should have put my hair up before I do this. And just little dots around the eye. And for me, it helps reduce any kind of dark circles that I may have, even that puffiness. Sometimes I wake up in the winter, this time of year, like with a bit of like puffy eye thing going on. So I just very gently tap around the eye area. I try not to stretch this eye area too much. This is something my mum taught me, and I even remember my great grandma talking to me about this when I was really, really little. She was always like, never stretch the eye area, because once it stretches, it never goes back. I don't know if that's even true, but it's definitely stuck with me. So even now, I try to be really delicate with the eye area. So that's all I do. Then the next product. So I bought this Zellen's balancing mist after a facial, and I posted about it on my stories. Then the team at Zellen's got in touch and they were like, we would love to send you another couple of our products. So that was really nice. I purchased this and then they sent me this. So this is gifted. This is the Power B Vitamin B concentrate. And I was drawn to the colour because I was like, ooh, that looks interesting. And I am loving it. The texture, it is silky, silky smooth. So this is the first thing I put on my face after cleansing, after my yoga, after a shower. And I hadn't actually noticed, but I actually really like the smell of this. It's all natural. Now, Zellen's, I have spoken about this before because I'm obsessed with this balancing mist. Zellen's is created by a scientist who specializes in skin cancer. And I just found this absolutely fascinating. The woman was talking to me about this throughout my facial. And the products are plant-based, but they're scientifically backed. And I believe they were almost like a mistake. So Zellen's, who was focused on research on skin cancer, ended up creating this product that he found worked across the board. And I just found that a really interesting story. I'm all for plant-based, natural products that are also scientifically backed. So for me, I adore this. So this one is really clarifying, and I find it brightening and even skin tone it promotes. So for me, it's like that nice little natural glow. Now, this is quite a different product. Now, I worked with Skin and Me a while ago, and I absolutely love their moisturizer, and they're a different kind of skincare brand. They work with consultations online. You speak to their skin experts about what your skin issues are or concerns or focuses are, and then they create a bespoke skincare routine for you. And this was a while ago, but the number one thing that I loved was their light moisturizer, because I don't know if you can tell, all of the products I use on my skin are light. I don't like really thick, heavy products on my skin because for me, it kind of clogs everything up. It just feels too heavy. I've never liked even foundations on my skin. So for me, this kind of lightweight moisturizer is absolutely perfect. It's just called their Soothe and Smooth Light Moisturizer with hyaluronic acid. So it boosts hydration of the skin. And here we go. It's just natural, light, and not too heavy. Perfect for just before applying any makeup as well, because sometimes I find just layering loads of products on top of each other that are heavy in themselves, it just all kind of, it's not my favourite thing in the world, because I feel like it makes it all a bit too heavy. Oh, my legs have gone dead. I've been kneeling and I'm literally, I can't stretch my leg. Okay, there we go. I'm going to have to figure something out. CBD has been my best friend recently. I need to do a nighttime routine as well, because I also take the nighttime CBD, which has been helping me sleep. But this brand by Otto, they do a daytime CBD Power Drops. Now it's, I believe it must be like lower percentage of CBD, so it doesn't send you to sleep. But I use this in the morning. I've actually already taken it. I was going to take it again, but then I'll probably overdose on CBD. I don't know. That would send me to sleep. So yeah, these are the Power Drops. It just helps calm the nervous system. I have a coffee though afterwards. I didn't think about that. That probably counteracts. It's like, this makes me calm, the coffee induces anxiety, so it kind of balances out. There you go. But this brand is the best one that I've used. I think it's really, really good. They also have a lovely, they actually do loads of products, but they do a lovely CBD essential oil that I use in the evening as well. So I'll have to show that for an evening routine. What next? Ooh, perfume. Jo Loves. I've had it on my notebook there. I'm gonna close that. This is the Jo Loves Orange Butterflies. I really like this. I actually got this in the spring or summer last year, and I'm still using it. I love it. Makeup time. This is my makeup bag by Elizabeth Scarlett. I have so many of them. This one needs a wash if you saw the back. I don't even know what that is. Like, it's blue. That looks like an ink pen leak or something. But yeah, the best toiletry bags. Now, I'm the kind of person that has just a lot of makeup in the bag, but then I only end up using like 5 products. So I'm just going to get the products out that I'm actually using. Ooh, I think my brow pencil's in my handbag. One sec. I went out with a friend last night for yoga. We did Sunday yin and dins, which I just think is the best idea ever. She suggested it. And so I packed my brow pencil for afterwards, which I didn't even end up using. But yeah, needed today. So first product, again, Ilia, the same as the eye cream. So this is their concealer. What's it called? The True Skin Serum Concealer. I have it in the shade Yucca SC2. I'll put all of these products in the description box so it's easier to like find the shades and all that kind of jazz. And I have been using the Ilia concealer for quite some time now, probably a year and a half, I want to say. And I have a couple of different shades because obviously I've been moving around a little bit, and so I need different shades. When I'm in Bali, my skin is naturally a bit darker, even though I use SPF 50 every day. Still different to London in January. Oh, this, the Zoeva foundation blender. I've been using that, and yeah, that's all I have to say about that. I like it. I don't know. It's smooth and silky and blends and does everything that it's meant to do. I am loving this sunshine today. There's just something so lovely about winter sun. I've realised I used to always think I didn't like winter because it's too cold. It's actually not the cold, it's the grey that I don't like. So when it's dark and there's no sun, that's when I get affected. It's like seasonal, seasonal affective disorder. I think so many of us have that. The sun just provides love and light. Just makes me happy. So yeah, I've realised it's not even the cold. I don't mind the temperature. When it's cold like today, but it's sunny, I'm so happy. Right, next, I'm just going to use a little bit of this. This is the Ilia Super Serum Skin Tint SPF 30, and I literally just use a couple of drops on my fingertips, and I just kind of press that into the skin, and it creates just a very sheer natural finish, but also has that SPF 30 in there. So that's my preferred way of getting the sun protection at the moment. I've got hair stuck on my skin. I should have put my hair up. I can feel a hair, but I can't see it. Do you know that feeling? Oh, where is it? It's coming from somewhere. Oh, got it. There you go. Always comes from an angle you don't expect. Oh, and the shade of this is Paloma ST9. I don't use this every day, but I am today. This is the Chantecaille Hydrating Gel Cream Blush in Lively, and it's kind of like a little peachy shade. It's not too pink. And again, I just use my fingers, just on the apples of the cheeks, and then blend it outwards. Blends really beautifully. There we go. I actually tend to do this most mornings. Just feels nice. There we go. Really subtle, really natural. This is like a very basic daily skincare makeup look that I do most days. Now I'm using the Merit Day Glow Hydrating Balm in Citrine. Such a beautiful shade, look at that. Love anything that sparkles. And again, just use my fingers to dab that into the cheekbones up here. Although, I was gonna say, I feel like I don't need this, but that sounds like I'm saying I've got such a natural glow already. But I do feel with the super serum, it does give such a natural sheen that you probably don't need the highlighter on top of that, but oh well. Oh, and then another thing that I do, the last thing with this, a little bit on the inside corner of the eyes, just to brighten up the eyes, especially if I haven't had the best night's sleep. Just helps me look a bit more alive and awake. And then, nope, I'm not doing any eyeshadow. I'm keeping this really minimal. This is a lazy girl's makeup routine. Now this I do use every single day, the Laura Mercier eyelash curler. I don't have a mirror, okay. Here we go, found one. If I do use eyeshadow, how beautiful is that? I'm actually seeing now all the places that I didn't blend the serum. Now, another product that is on its last legs, again, Ilia. I have been loving this brand. This is the After Midnight Mascara, and I do need to get a new one. It's just, yeah, drying up. I use this in Bali. I don't know if the heat in Bali makes things dry up like mascara, but I have had it a while, so I think it's time for a new one anyway. This I like because I find I don't get the, you know, the mascara dots when it smudges above. I don't get that at all. Oh, speaking of lashes, I do need to do an evening routine because I have a lash serum that I have been using. And I love it. I don't know if I've spoken about it before, but that is the secret to longer lashes. Yeah, I know I need a new mascara because it's not as, it just feels a bit drier than it used to. I think it's just running out. So there we go, super natural. Okay, next. So this is the first time I have used this brand, Kosas, K-O-S-A-S. And I basically went into Space NK what was I going in for? Oh yeah, this fresh cleanser. And I needed a new eyebrow pencil. And I asked them for some advice. I just wanted a really thin pencil that was natural, for just natural hair strokes. And this is the one that they recommended. And I'm so happy they did. I'm 100% going to be buying this again. This is in the shade medium brown, and it's their ultra fine detailing pencil. I love it. Look, it's super, super fine. I don't know if you can even see that. There you go. I know some people like a thicker pencil, but for me, I prefer to just keep it as natural as possible. I don't know if you can see, but something I've noticed recently is that this eyebrow has like a gap here that didn't used to be there. And I don't know if it's just because I'm getting older and maybe my eyebrows are thinning, or if when I last had my eyebrows shaped, they accidentally plucked something here, because that gap never used to be there and it's not on the other side. Maybe that's just a sign of aging, I don't know. But I only noticed it the other day. So I basically just fill out the ends first. Ooh, I just remembered I've got a call and I don't know what time it is because I'm using my phone. Oh well, I think I've got time. Literally obsessed with this eyebrow pencil. Let me know in the comments if you have heard of this before, because I actually wasn't familiar with this brand. I was like, I don't know if I've just been in Bali for too long or if I'm just completely out the loop, but I hadn't heard of this brand, Kosas, and love this pencil. I feel like I need to explore their other products. Okay, next product. You are not going to see this coming. So obviously most of the products I use, like Ilia, Merit, Chantecaille, they're very natural, sheer products. Now, I have been on the hunt now for quite some time. I'm just searching for another product. I've been on the hunt for quite some time for a brow gel or wax or something that just keeps my brows in place, because my brows naturally want to just go down. Like throughout the day, I just find they go down. So I did some research and I found the Wonder Brow. And this is like, it's in a pot like this. It's a gel. It came with a little brush that you just, here we go. Oh, it broke the thing on the other end. You just use that. And it kind of worked. And I used it for a couple of months and I thought it was okay. But I noticed it was kind of like sticking to my face and ended up being quite messy and smudging around. So I'm not going to buy that again. And I actually don't think I'm even going to use it again. Then over the summer, I saw my cousin doing her makeup and her brows looked amazing. They were literally like brushed upwards, but still like 3D. They weren't flat to her face, natural hairs, and just like completely in place. Just like, I was like, Arabella, what are you using on your brows? It looks amazing. She was like, you won't believe it. It is the Got To Be, what is it? I don't even know. It's Got To Be, it doesn't even have a name. It's like for your hair, when you have your hair up and you brush it, but also for brows. So it's called like styling brow. Oh, here we go. Glued for Brows and Edges Gel. And she was like, it's just in Boots. You need to go and get it. And I actually ended up forgetting about it and I didn't buy it until Christmas. So months later, I still need to tell her I finally went and bought it. And I went into Boots. I asked the girl, I was like, look, I'm looking for this. It wasn't in the makeup section. I was like, I'm looking for this amazing Got To Be gel that like for your brows and hair. And she was like, I know the stuff, come with me. And it was in like the hair section with the rest of the Got To Be stuff, obviously. And it's so good. I know it's not natural. It's very, very opposite. I mean, it even looks opposite to the rest of my skincare and makeup stuff, right? It really stands out, but it's the best stuff I have ever had for my brows. So maybe it's my little makeup vice, but I haven't found anything else that works as well. So good. Like my brows just don't normally do this on their own. I'm really envious of girls who have these beautiful natural brows that grow upwards. You know, here, upwards here, and then just straight. Mine, here, they grow sideways, and then these bits just want to go down. So, like, I don't know what happens to my brows, because they don't come from my mum. My mum has brows that grow upwards. So, yeah, I've just got some real pesky brow hairs, but this fixes it. So, I need to do this side. Let's get this out. I wonder if you can see here. Look. Wherever you put this gel, the hairs stay in place all day. And I'm not gonna lie, you need a proper cleanser to get it off at night. This is like industrial grade stuff, you know? And the only stuff that works on this for me is my Golden Jelly cleanser, which isn't for sale anymore. But luckily I stocked up. So I've got some Golden Jelly, hopefully, to last me a couple of years. But yeah. This stuff, it's really good. I love it. Just find an oil-based cleanser to remove it. Oh, last thing, Merit. This isn't a lip oil and it's au naturel. And is that just in it? Yeah, it's called Shade Slick Tinted Lip Oil. And it's super natural. There we go. I carry this around in my handbag every day, just for a little top up. Really sheer, natural, little bit of a tint, nothing too much. But there we go. That is my kind of lazy girl winter skincare and makeup. Although actually I'm looking at all of my products now on the table. It's not that lazy, is it? There's quite a few products, but it's glowy, natural winter skin. So there you go. That's my daily makeup. Hope you enjoyed. And I will film a evening routine. I was just thinking, why did I call this in my head lazy girl? Because it's really not. Like, there's actually quite a few products, but hopefully it doesn't look like it and you just get natural glowy skin. So there you go. Sending loads of love to you guys. Hope you're having a beautiful day. Mwah.